Because Cobra Kai never dies.
One striking scene. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Cobra Kai channel, where we talk Cobra Kai, and today I will be discussing one striking scene from Cobra Kai, or one of my favorite scenes in Cobra Kai. Now, Boxiest came up with this great idea for a bunch of different Cobra Kai creators like Strikers Podcast and The Chosen One to make a video of them talking about their favorite scene in Cobra Kai. Now, if you're a Cobra Kai content creator, I suggest you make a video on your favorite scene in Cobra Kai, and the playlist for all the other videos will be linked in my description. Or if you don't have a channel, just let me know your favorite scene in the comment section down below. One striking scene I will be discussing today is the three generations of Cobra Kai, aka Johnny vs. Kreese and Robbie in Season 3, Episode 10, as well as the flashbacks being played throughout the scene. Now, this is a bit of an obvious pick, but I love this scene in so many different ways. It is directed, choreographed, edited, and acted out so well, as well as the way the flashbacks are involved in the setup, the score, the action, the emotion. This scene and this fight is damn near perfect. I will not be talking about the parts where Daniel comes in, even though I do really love those scenes when Daniel comes in, but I really just wanted to focus on this part of the fight because it is the majority of the fight and it is my favorite parts of the fight. Part 1, the setup for the fight. Now, we knew there had to be another fight between Kreese and Johnny. We knew that was bound to happen in Season 3 after Kreese took over the dojo at the end of Season 2. We don't see Johnny or Kreese fight throughout the season up to this episode. Kreese knew this fight was going to happen sooner than later because he recruited Johnny's own son, Robbie. Now, before this fight, Johnny's having one of the best days / nights of his life. He wakes up with the girl of his dreams next to him. Literally, he reunites with his first love from high school and has an incredible day with her. Him and Daniel finally show some respect for each other.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Merry Christmas, LaRusso. Daniel.
But most importantly, he got closure. He apologizes to Allie about how he treated her in high school, and she accepts it. All that guilt that he had since high school is lifted off his shoulders. And after one of the best days of his life, he goes to tell Carmen that he loves her. Then, in one moment, his whole spirit changes. Carmen opens the door with an upset look on her face. Johnny asks what's wrong. Then we see a brutally beaten up Miguel. You can tell on Johnny's face how angry and upset he is, and he knows exactly what he needs to do. Cut to North Vietnam, 1969. Kreese just saves Silver's life by volunteering to be the one to fight his captain because he knew Terry Silver had no chance. Right before the fight, Kreese's captain tells Kreese that his girlfriend is dead, thinking it will make him more distracted, but it makes him more angry and more aggressive, similar to what Johnny is feeling when he goes to confront Kreese. When Kreese told the Cobras to go brutally beat up Miguel, he was thinking that that would throw Johnny off, or just bring Johnny to him. Kreese and his captain are getting ready to fight over a Cobra pit. The Vietnamese soldier counts
1, 2, 3, go!
Part 2, enter one striking scene. Cut to present day, we see Johnny walking into the Cobra Kai dojo frustrated and ready to beat up Kreese. We hear epic, dramatic music, which is definitely one of my favorite themes in the whole show. Johnny kicks down the door, the music lowers. Us, the audience, and Johnny see Robbie training with Kreese in a Cobra Kai gi for the first time. Johnny is us, the viewers in this scene. Most of us see Robbie training with Kreese for the first time. We have the same feelings Johnny does. It doesn't feel right. Robbie's in the wrong place. He's being brainwashed. We want him back like he's our own son. This reveal was so well done with the intense music, the way Robbie turned his head, the sorrow in Johnny's voice, and now that three generations of Cobra Kai are all in the same room. Kreese asks Johnny again if he's going to join them. Johnny looks at his son Robbie, realizing this could be his chance to actually have a good relationship with him. But then he looks at Kreese's smug face and then he starts fighting him. This part made me love Johnny even more than I already do. He could have had that good relationship with his son he's always wanted, but that would also mean going down the wrong path again and turning his back on everyone. and it really just shows how great of a character Johnny is. Johnny starts fighting Kreese, then the flashback of Kreese fighting his captain cut in through this fight. The flashbacks flowed in so well with this fight. When the flashbacks are showing of Kreese, we are rooting for Kreese to win, but then when it cuts to present day Kreese versus Johnny, we want Johnny to beat the crap out of Kreese. I don't think a show has ever made me root for the bad guy and want him to lose at the same time, but Cobra Kai did it in this epic fight. Action in this fight scene is great, but it's really the emotion in the scene that sold it for me. Robbie comes in and stops Johnny from punching Kreese's face in. Johnny tells Robbie you can't trust him. Then we learn that Robbie blamed himself for all those years Johnny wasn't there for him. We also learn that Kreese teaches Robbie he can't be his own worst enemy. I think this adds so many layers to Robbie's character when you find out that he blamed himself and he had all this guilt his whole life, and Kreese just lifted that guilt off his shoulder, which made him in his eyes his true father figure. Robbie starts to fight Johnny, but we see Johnny fight with something we've never seen him fight with before. He fought with only defense. He refuses to fight Robbie, even though Robbie is truly against him. Johnny doesn't throw a single punch or a single kick. He refuses to fight his own son. Then Johnny, by accident, pushes Robbie into a locker and he slams his head and he passes out. Kreese is on the other side of the dojo just laying there. Johnny could have easily gone over to finish Kreese off for good, but instead he goes without any hesitation. He goes to check on Robbie. Johnny fighting with only defense against his own son was very touching and somewhat beautiful. Kreese wakes up, cut to a Vietnam flashback. He defeats his captain, and we see why Kreese is the way he is. We understand why Kreese is so messed up, and you feel bad for him, but then we cut to present day and Kreese is about to choke out Johnny again. In one moment the audience feels for Kreese, then the next moment we hate him. This fight without a doubt is the most emotional and one of the best fights in the whole series. It's different compared to every other fight in the show. The audience and the characters are feeling so many emotions. Most of the fights in the show are just epic, which is fine, but I always prefer fights where emotion plays a huge part in it. It reminds me of one of my favorite fights of all time, the final fight in Captain America Civil War. They aren't just fighting because a bad guy wants to destroy the world or something, they're fighting out of emotion. Johnny goes through so many emotions throughout this fight: anger, shock, upset, confidence, guilt. And for all those reasons, this is my favorite scene and one striking scene. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Remember, the playlist is in my description of all the other Cobra Kai creators who took part in this one striking scene project, I guess you could say. But let me know in the comment section down below your one striking scene. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know every time we upload. Follow my Instagram at TalkingCobraKaiYT. And remember, sweep the leg.